Hello, it's Haley. Let's do the brief version today, shall we? Here it's hot. It's hot and dry. Here it's stormy. Here it's really wet still from all the flooding. I have no idea what that is. It's flooded Visery. How about that? That's where it might be wet soon. Here's where it's really dry and has been dry for some time. That's where the darkest red is. And here's where we may see relief from the drought in the next 5 days, which, it's not where, that does seem to be, abnormally dry. So there you go. What do they call it? The boot heel of Missouri? What is that thing called? That notch thing. Anyway, yes, and then 1.7 inches. So not a whole lot of rain. And here's who's the flooded, right? As you can see, like with that, you can see the flood stuff. And you can also see with the river gauges, you can see 6 gauges are in major flooding. There they are. Moving on to today, there's 2 slight risk areas. Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, possibly a bit of Illinois, I don't know. And then Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, right? And here's the wind. And so all those areas, 5% chance and 50% chance there. And then it's oh my goodness, it's a malformed arm, and it's like, what do they call that when you're like trying to show off your biceps? You're doing that. So, and there's the bicep. Anyway, Rorschaching along. Nothing to make fun of with the tornado areas, because it's less than 2%. Tomorrow, slight risk over there on the East Coast for a whole bunch of places. And then here's your probability map. So back here, farther west, there's a 5% chance. And then there's a 5% chance for quite a few states around that thing. Here's the Eastern Pacific, where we have Tropical Storm Greg. Where's Greg going? Who knows, but he's apparently going to be quite depressed briefly. And then 10% chance. If you want to know what happened to Fernanda, here's the, what do they call it? The Central Pacific Hurricane Center. Here is former Fernanda. See, there's 400. It's 425 miles southeast of, is it Hilo? Is it Hilo? Hilo is funnier, Or like Sweet Tart. Whatever, I can never remember what that's called. The Sweet Tart and those things. Here is Tropical Storm Harvey. Will Tropical Storm Harvey die off completely before getting out to the Eastern Pacific? I don't know. But there you go. There's Harvey. Staying quite far south. And then we have, 90% behind it. 30% over there. So there's tropical wave, whatever that means. And of course not. But there you go. Ooh, it kind of looks tropical stormish already. Right. And can we find some pairs? I have no idea which number it is. I don't. I haven't figured out the number system. So that's obviously not the one out the Atlantic, nor is that, that could be it. Okay. Let's see. That's 97, I think. Yeah, and that's the one behind it. So, the 90%. It might hit Florida. Of course, it may die off before then. But this is what the models are showing. It looks like most of them show it, heading for Florida. So that is to show again. That's the 90% one. Anyway, so moving along to the end. You go to wickedwix.com. It's WICKEDWX. And you have a fantastic afternoon.